And these are last year's cherry tomatoes and also yellow cherry tomatoes here. So I harvested some of these ripe ones, and I'm going to make some canning and preserving of these. To do that, I need a little bit of this thyme. Probably need a little bit more than this. So I'm going to grab some of the thyme, maybe some from here. Maybe I could use some of the basil. Oh, look what kind of bug there is. So nice. Okay. So I'm going to pinch this branch up. Another one. And maybe one more from this angle. Maybe another one. This head. Right. This is Thai basil. Thai basil also gives nice spicy taste to it. This is good enough. Time to harvest some of these yellow cherry tomatoes. Ta-da! It's really nicely done. Next one is these little red cherry tomatoes. Oh, hold on. Nice stripes, huh? There's some big ones. Oh, so good. So with these, I'm going to start pickling and canning my tomatoes. See you later. Oh, it's hot outside. So, last year some of my canned tomatoes and pickled tomatoes were very hot seller, very good. I'm going to use last year's recipe for this, and guess what? I saved it. Ta-da! So these are for the canned tomatoes. Last year I had brandy wine tomatoes, so I needed garlic, peppercorn, cilantro, oregano, salt, and some of them are different. Like this one used oregano, Thai basil, peppercorn, sea salt, and garlic. And this one used cilantro instead of basil, etc. So I'm going to pick one of them that's asking for salt and garlic, basil, oregano. So I'm going to use that one. I don't have cilantro, so I'm going to skip ones with the cilantro, ones with black pepper, and basil is good. Russian style pickle tomatoes. They were good recipes. So this is the pickled recipe: vinegar, garlic, bay leaves, black pepper, yellow mustard seeds, sugar and sea salt, and I had some jalapenos. But this year I don't have jalapenos, so I'm gonna skip the jalapeno part. But I got wet. So I'm going to use sea salt, sugar, vinegar, onion, garlic. That's for the Russian style. It's pretty much asking the same thing, except this one has garlic. This one had onion, but I'm going to use this recipe than this. So my recipe will be these two. This is how to make the pickling recipe and the recipe for the ingredients. Now this is basil and oregano, sea salt, onion. I'm going to skip one with onion. I'm going to use garlic instead. So these two are my main. So this is my this year's Cherokee wine tomatoes, and I'm going to can them. To can, I'm going to use oregano, Thai basil, peppercorns, and sea salt and garlic. As for the cherry tomatoes, I'm going to pickle them. To pickle, I need, first of all, the main pickling ingredient is the distilled vinegar. Vinegar, bay leaves, peppercorn, come forward, and garlic, some sugar, and lastly it will ask for mustard seed, but I don't have, so I'm going to use coriander seeds. Dun, 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 dun. Of course I need some measuring cups, spoon and cups right here. So let's start. By the way, I already washed my tomatoes and they're ready to go. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to blanch the tomatoes in the hot water, so then for the canning, the skin, it will be skinless. I'm going to remove the skin and get ready. Let it boil. While the water is getting boiled, I'm going to shovel this around and cut the tomatoes, so that when I blanch it, the skin is going to easily be removed. All it needs is a little bit splitting. Dip it in the water, I can easily remove that. Some of them has black spots, but that's okay because I'm going to remove that as well. it into slices so that it can fit into the jars. I want to cut it on. I'm going to show you my jars. So I bought these mason jars, some from online on Amazon. Some I bought it from the dollar store. They were $10 per case, but in San Francisco and Bay Area, it's actually more expensive. I purchased one bottle per buck, and that would be it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take a dozen of this and boil it so then it's clean and sterile. And previously I boiled it and it's cooled down, so I'm going to reheat this. And these are cooled down jars. I'm going to put these into that with all the necessary ingredients in it. Okay, the water is starting to boil. Good. Turn off the heat. I'm going to use this spoon and see. Tomatoes are good for spaghetti sauce or any other like marinara sauce, etc. That requires red sauce from tomatoes. So I'm just cutting big chunks. And to my feeling, there's a little bit hard core. I'm going to remove that. And over here I see something hard stem or root inside, and I'm going to remove those as well. Should be here. And then, so next step, clean my hand and I'll be back. Now the tomatoes are ready, I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to show you my jars. So I bought these mason jars, some from online on Amazon. Some I bought it from the dollar store. They were $10 per case, but in San Francisco and Bay Area, it's actually more expensive. I purchased one bottle per buck, and that would be it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take a dozen of this and boil it so then it's clean and sterile. And previously I boiled it and it's cooled down, so I'm going to reheat this. And these are cooled down jar. So I'm going to put these into that with all the necessary ingredients in it. It was last year's recipe. To put 3 garlics each in each one, and basil. This is a regular basil. It's like 4 or 5 stems, leaves. A little bit more to the other one, and then thyme. Thai basil, maybe a couple of leaves here, maybe a couple here. Smells good. So now time for the peppercorn and sea salt. It's measuring cup, 1 teaspoon peppercorn for each jar. Sea salt. So this is nice Mediterranean sea salt. I'm going to use I got oregano, Thai basil, peppercorn, sea salt, and garlic. So I'm good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my chopstick, metal chopstick, and push this in. Make sure there's no here. I'm going to press some more juice to it. Because it settles down. Just need to push it down a little bit. And small one. Make it tight. Using its own juice. It's a bit more. Alright, just put some juice from the bowl. Some of its own juice. Chopstick to aerate. Make sure there's no air popping out. Alright, so these are ready to go. Maybe I'll have one more with this ingredient leftovers, and we shall see. So in order to get this hot sterile bottle out of your jar, you have to use this picker tool. I bought this from Amazon, and so it's very easy and nice grip. Drain the water out of it and handle with care and safety. So there are my 4 out of dozen bottles that I just boiled. You can pick it up in any which way, like this sideways. It's easier to drain, and leave it on the countertop. Neat. Last year's recipe. Thai basil. Thai basil. Maybe a couple of leaves here. Leaves here. Maybe a couple here. Smells good. So now time for the peppercorn and sea salt. This measuring cup. 1 teaspoon peppercorn for each jar. Sea salt. So this is nice Mediterranean sea salt. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon. This is nice. So I got oregano, Thai basil, peppercorn, sea salt, and garlic. So I'm good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my chopstick, metal chopstick, and push this in. Make sure there's no air. Press some more juice to it. Because it settles down. You just need to push it down a little bit. And some more room. You want it tight. Using its own juice. It's a bit more. Oh, it needs a bit more. Alright, just buy some juice from the bowl. It's not its own juice. Now use my chopstick to aerate. Make sure there's no air popping out. Alright. So these are ready to go. Maybe I'll have one more with this ingredient leftovers. And we shall see. So in order to get this hot castor oil bottle out of your jar, you have to use this picker tool. I bought this from Amazon. And so it's very easy and nice grip. You can drain the water out of it and handle it with care and safety. So there are my 4 out of dozen bottles that I just boiled. You can pick it up in any which way, like this sideways. It's easier to drain and leave it on the countertop. Now I have 4 of those tomatoes being going to be canned, and I have these lids. So 4 lids, 4 rings. I'm going to quickly put them in a hot water so it's sterilized. Like this. Hot boiling water. So how do I get these out of boiling water? I have this. So to get these leaves out of the water, I have to use this magnetic stick. And that, my dear, grabs it one by one like this. So now, since the lids are taken out of the water, you have to dry it out. And make sure the rim is all dry too, so no residue on the lips of this jar. And we have about 1/4 inch gap between the juice and the top, so that's good. So make sure there's nothing. Make sure it's dry. And it has to be finger tight, which means like this. No tighter than this. Okay? I'm going to open the other lid. Get ready. Clean the edges, rim of the jar. I this often in all of the other jars, especially the rim part. So now these are ready to go onto the fire. I'm going to bring in now. So this is my tray for the canning pot, and I have filled the water to the bottom of it. Now all I need is to put this on. It has to be cold before you put it in. So that's it, and then I'm going to bring in the bottles before it boils. This, I suppose it will fit 1 dozen bottles. Therefore, I'm going to prepare 8 more here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic in each. This last one I'm not going to pickle with the vinegar. I'm going to use hot water instead. Reason is someone doesn't like to be pickled. So I'm just going to set it with ingredients. Make sure I have salt in it. Pepper, basil, and Thai basil. Keep it separate with ingredients. Make sure I have salt in it. Alright, so I got salt, black pepper, basil, and Thai basil, oregano, and a little bit thyme. A little bit of each. It's going to be kind of a little bit Italian seasoned. Cherry tomatoes. Yeah, this one. One more. These lids again. It's been a while. I only need 3 of those. 3. And I already have hot boiled water in my thermos. So I'm going to dump it. messengers. Very strong. Last one. Now we wait for the pops.